Hey guys, G here. Welcome back to Luna Geckos. You know what? Did you get a chance to catch that Luna live last night with Eco Geckos over in the UK? My goodness, does that guy have some good geckos. Black Knight's unbelievable. And what a great guy. I really enjoyed our time yesterday on the first ever Luna Live. If you haven't checked it out, we're going to pause right here, put a little card up. Not sure what side it goes on. You can pause this video and go check out our Luna Live. You know, we're kind of like twins. Not identical twins. More like Arnold and DeVito in the movie Twins. Have you seen it? Guess who's who? I'm fine being DeVito. We're going to roll with it. And I tell you what, handy dandy camera lady is trying out new audio equipment and a new camera just for this Black Night video. And she promised that it's going to make me look a lot better.
No, the geckos, sir.
The geckos?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I thought it was going to make me look better. Anyway, you want to see some geckos? First, you got to listen to the intro. We'll be right back with Black Nights.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right, welcome back. How is the new camera? Is it making me look better? Which side's better? This side, or this side? That was pretty fun. We got to actually do that more often. So we're going to answer a question today. And the question is, I know you're waiting for it, is black the new orange when it comes to leopard geckos? I know my shirt says it is. Let's look at some Black Nights and you decide. Here's how we're going to do it. Similar to Meet the Boys and Meet the Girls, which I know you've all watched 2, maybe 3 times. Yeah? We're going to bring out the Black Nights, but we're going to do it in breeding groups. We'll start with the male, and then we'll show you the female or females that male is going to be paired up with this season. In many of these instances, they've already been paired, and some of these females are already dropping eggs. So we'll be gentle. We won't keep them out too long. But enough with all that. Let's see some geckos. All right. First up is our pure line. These are pure Eublepharis Holland line Black Nights that we imported the original breeding group, a 1-2 group, direct from Furry Zerman in the Netherlands. One of the females is still from that original group. We've swapped out the male. This guy turned out to be a little bit better than his dad. And he's doing great. This is his first season breeding. Let's take a look at Eddie. So that's Eddie. He's our pure Black Knight breeder male. Males typically have a bit of a pattern on them. You can get solid black males, but they're pretty rare. They tend to have this goldy, velvety pattern, like Eddie. Come on, buddy. He's a pretty chill boy. Let's put him back. All right. Everybody knows Mata. Mata's actually Eddie's mom. She's one of the original that came over in the 1-2 group. And as we said in Meet the Girls, she's named after Mata Hari, who is one of the most famous people from the Netherlands. This will be Mata's third season breeding. She hasn't given us eggs yet this year, but pretty soon, we're hoping. All right, here's Betty. Betty's a 2020 holdback. Mata is her mom, and her dad isn't here anymore. He's not dead. He lives in Canada. She is also pure Eublepharis Holland line Black Night. First time breeder, and she's already pumped out 4 clutches this season, and she's due to go here any day. That's our pure group. Next up is our Max Snow Eclipse Black Night project. You know, for the last, I guess this will be our 3rd season working on the Super Snow Eclipse Black Night project. And we talked about it before, but the last couple seasons, we've not been 100% sure if the Super Snows were eclipse or if they were just head eclipse, because we always had at least one of the parents, as we were trying to darken up this project, at least one of the parents was head eclipse and not visual eclipse. Well, we have 2 2020 holdbacks here now that are both Max Snow, visual eclipse, Black Nights. So we know every offspring that comes out is going to be eclipse. And you'd know it too if you watched our genetics video. Let's take a look at these guys. First up is the male. Both of these guys are a little bit crazy, so we may or may not be able to get them out, but we'll try. This is Pepe. He has a bit of a reverse stripe on him. Very bright yellow. And he's an eclipse visual. Like I said, both of them are. Maybe he'll calm down. There he goes. That's Pepe. And this was one of the favorites from the Meet the Girls video. This is Luna. Look how big that girl is. She's a 2020 holdback. She's pretty vocal and she's pretty energetic. If we can get her to settle down, we can get a good look at those eclipse eyes. She's a pretty girl. Looking forward to seeing what babies come out of these two. Say bye, Luna. Next up is a 1-1 group, and you already met this guy. That's Eddie. Eddie's got big plans. Well, G's got big plans for Eddie. So, in addition to the pure group that he's in charge of studding, is that a word? I don't know. In addition to the 2 pure Black Night females, Eddie has also been paired up with this gorgeous het-free Gem Snow. Her name's Gemma, and she's already produced 1 clutch and is about to lay another one, maybe today. So the goal with this project is to create Gem Snow Black Nights, but we won't be able to create a super form because Gem is dominant, unlike Max Snow, which is co-dominant, so you can get the super form. We're real excited about this project. Let's put her back. All right, next up is a bit of a change of plans. So originally this girl was supposed to be going with Eddie as part of the pure Black Night project. It was originally going to be a 1-3 group instead of a 1-2 group, but I changed it up. We're going to be putting her with this fella that we'll show you in a second. Let's look at Onyx first. Onyx is a 2020 holdback, pure Black Night. One of the best that we produced. And she's been paired up for the last few days with a new boyfriend, not Eddie. She's got a little bit of a pattern on her back here, but her head is just jet black. Look at that head. Sweet girl. She got big really fast too. She actually is bigger than Betty, even though she's a couple months younger than Betty. Pretty girl. Let's put her back in there and show you who we paired her up with. We paired her up with my boy Crush. Crush is a Mandarin Tangerine, and like I said, we changed it up a little bit at the last minute. I know he's not a Black Night, but we wanted to try the Mandarin Tangerine Black Night project that I've seen some amazing results with. Crush has quite a few females this season. In addition to the ones he was already planned with, now with Onyx, he's had to pick up some slack from my boy Cinco, who has a prolapse. Well, he doesn't have it anymore, but he's taking the rest of the season off. Mr. Cinco is. So that's Crush. Next up, my boy Pony. Stay golden, Pony boy. And Cherry. Come on. So Cherry, she's pretty big. She's a 2020 holdback. She is a Max Snow Eclipse Black Night. And she's a little bit psycho. Not very calm, but we'll see if we can get her up. So she is Visual Eclipse. She was actually supposed to be in that Super Snow Eclipse Black Night project, but then Pony Boy popped out, and I just loved the coloration on him and decided to switch it up and hold him back for a breeding project, but I didn't have a female for him. We split this girl out of the Super Snow Eclipse Black Night project, and we popped her over here with Pony Boy. She's barking a little bit. I'm going to put her down. They have not been paired up yet. They're big enough. She's certainly big enough. She's just not old enough yet, so we're waiting a couple more months. There's my boy Pony. Look at the golden coloration on this guy. He can be jumpy, so I like to give him a little tap before I grab him. He actually hatched with a reverse stripe. You can kind of still see a little bit of gray on his back. But I just love that golden color. And I figured he was certainly worth keeping to see if we can reproduce that. You know, it's pretty common on a pure Black Night to have that gold down the side right here, that border. But he has that same border gold coloration on a lot of his back and some orange trickling in on the tail there. He's not a Visual Eclipse, but he is 100% head eclipse. So, Max Snow, 100% head eclipse Black Night. That's Pony. Well, guess what? That was actually it for Luna's 2021 Black Night projects. But I do still have 3 2020 babies here. They're sold, so don't get all excited. They're getting shipped out as soon as the weather gets better. Weather's good down here. Problem is, one of them's going to New York and the other two are going to Vermont. So we've just been waiting until their weather improves. Let's start with the New York boy. Hey, check that out.
Musical chairs.
It's like 3-card Monty. Can you follow the gecko? Nope. Nope. There he is. He's part of the 2020 Super Snow Black Night project. See, you can't tell because he has black eyes, so you never really know if he's 100% head eclipse or if he's visual eclipse, unless you breed him. Gotta do some test breeding with him. This guy's going to live in New York. He's got a New York state of mind. This actually was one of our Max Snow Eclipse females that was a holdback, but we decided pretty late to release her. And she is going to Vermont with the male over there. I think they're going to be bred together once they get to their new home to create Max Snow Eclipses and Super Snow Eclipse Black Nights. Pretty girl. And finally, the last one waiting to be shipped. He's a pretty good example of a Super Snow Black Night. Pretty dark spots, and his field color is not really a white color, it's more of a gray color. And we've been working for a couple years to darken that up to try to get it closer to all black, or at least super dark gray, with that nice white line down there. We're going to put him back, because he has to go to Vermont soon, and we don't want him to get hurt. Say bye, buddy. Say see you in maple syrup country. There you go. Luna Geckos 2021 Black Night projects. And a little lanyap with 3 2020 babies that haven't been shipped out yet. You know what? I don't know if we answered the question. Is black the new orange? I don't think I'm willing to say that. I think that an artist needs all colors in the palette to create beautiful art. And that's what we're creating in the gecko community. We're creating living art. Imagine Bob Ross painting his happy trees without all the colors. You gotta have all the colors. Or what about the scream? No, not that scream. That scream. You imagine if that thing was only orange and red? You imagine if it didn't have black and brown and orange and yellow and blue? We haven't quite figured out how to make a blue leopard gecko yet, but I'm sure somebody's working on it. Maybe it'll be you. You know what? I love Black Nights. I know they get some heat. It's a polygenic morph. It's line bred for multiple generations. And they're still pretty expensive. But I'm telling you, I've had problems with other geckos. I've had very limited problems with Black Nights. Doesn't mean they don't have problems. All morphs have problems or can have problems. I think some of it gets exaggerated just because they're so expensive. Could you imagine if you bought a $50 gecko and it didn't produce eggs? Yeah, you're upset about it, but it's a $50 gecko. A $2,000 gecko that doesn't produce eggs? That stings a little bit. It happens. It just seems to get highlighted a little bit more when it's an expensive gecko. We have yet to produce a pure Black Night that has fertility issues. Doesn't mean we won't. So I'm not sitting here declaring that there are no issues with the Black Night morph. As with any gecko or any morph or any project, do your own research, reach out to breeders, get the best and most information that you can accumulate, and make your own decisions before you jump into a project. So, is black the new orange? Like my shirt says? Remember, lunageckos.shop. We love black nights here at Luna Geckos, but we also love tangerines. And we love all kinds of different morphs. So stay tuned. I hope you're as excited as I am. As babies from these projects we just showed you start to hatch, we'll do update videos to see if they turned out the way we imagined that they would turn out. So until then, remember, every Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Luna Geckos YouTube channel, brand new video with some bonus content during the week. Never know. How will you know? You'll know if you hit that notify button. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that bell so you'll never miss any of our content here at Luna Geckos. So until next week, I'm G. That's Handy Dandy Camera Lady. I hope the new camera made me look good. And I hope the new mic made me sound like Barry White with some bass. You get some bass. And don't forget about Miss Poppy Dog. She got a bath today and she has a new shirt on. Let's get her. There she is in her new shirt. It's tie-dye. Poppy, tell them. Until next week, I'm G. We're Luna Geckos. This is Miss Poppy Dog. See ya.
It sound right, boy.